Hey guys, how are you? How are you from wherever you're watching? How are you doing? Welcome back from the CPI that we had yesterday. Hope you guys smashed it on my end. Things didn't go as planned because, it hit straight through my stop loss, and it is okay. That's the game of trading. So, if you made any money on CPI, please go ahead, comment down in the comment section. I'll be very, very glad to hear from you because, you know, on news days, it can be, a wholesome game. You can win or lose. So that's very normal. So do not feel bad if you lost any money during the CPI news event. It is okay because for me, it was following. I basically had a position earlier on. So as CPI dropped, it just blew through my stop loss, and that is very okay because some days it is CPI day, and I have a position on, and I always uh, find myself sometimes winning or basically, making some money on such days. But today wasn't one of those days. So how are you guys? How are you guys doing? So, basically, I always jump onto these live streams every morning in my hometown. Right now it's 8:31 a.m. in the morning. If you're in the New York time zone, which is basically the Eastern Standard Time, right now it's roughly about 1:31. So basically this is around the time I jump onto these live streams to basically share with you what I'm looking at for the day when it comes to the Euro USD pair. So basically, I kind of share my market direction, where I think the turning point for the market will be for that particular day. So for this particular day, that's basically what I'm going to be sharing. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys enjoy this live stream. If you do enjoy it, please go ahead, like the live stream. You can as well share it with your friend, maybe that kind of struggles or basically struggles with finding direction for the day, because I always I share right from my strategy that I use. Now, if you don't know about my strategy, it is a strategy that utilizes the daily candle. I basically look at the open, high, low, and then close of the day. So this is where I base my strategy to basically have a 50% win rate, because that's what my strategy gives me. So with a 50% win rate and a 1 to 3, though sometimes I squeeze this to a 1 to 4 win rate, with a 1 to 4 risk to reward, I'm able to actually stay profitable in the market. So for you who is here for the very first time, maybe let me try and share with you what my results have been like for the past over 1 year. So, when you see my screen right here, this is what I've been having over this period. So you can see I've had green months almost each and every month. I've been green. The yields might not be that big. So you can see, for example, for the month of May last year, I had a 5% addition onto my equity, then a 6%, a 7%. They're not so much of crazy gains, but I try to stay profitable. So I had a 1%, that was in August. Then I had a 5% in September, a 23% in October. Then I basically went on this year, as it started in January. I had an 18%, a 4%, a 7%, a 25% in April. And then May, I had a 5%. May, I had a 12%. And then June, I had a 5%. So I'm looking at this month to see exactly how this goes. So basically, I share my exact strategy that I use to be able to actually, maybe encourage someone out there. If you are finding or trying to find a strategy, this might be the strategy that is actually going to work for you and make you profitable in the forex trading market. As I always share with you guys, always pick one pair. For me, it is Euro USD, and I've been trading this religiously because, as the saying goes, a jack of all trades never actually gets to achieve anything. So you have to pick out that one thing. And for me, that one thing was Euro USD. I've been following this pair religiously to be able to actually, get the best out of it, get to learn exactly how it moves, when it does what, and when. So basically, this is the pair I like trading, and I've traded it for all this time. So do not fall for people that show you maybe 5, 10, 20 pairs. You cannot follow all these, because maybe if you had your level maybe set at a particular level, and for a given pair, and then maybe an alarm triggers you to actually go check on it, you might not remember exactly what your analysis was on that particular pair. So it is always good for you to only follow that one thing and perfect that one thing. So that's basically what turned me profitable. And if I believe that if you actually follow the same, you'll be able to actually make money in this forex trading market. So basically, that's what I do. I only follow one pair, and I'm able to actually be profitable. So I hadn't yet shared my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen for you to basically see what I'm seeing on my end. Let me try and share my screen for you guys to be able to see exactly what I'm seeing. So let me share that. Okay, just in a bit, I'll be sharing my screen. So you should be seeing my screen right now. So basically, I was trying to show you my results over the past over 1 year. So you can see this is exactly how my strategy has been performing. So I zeroed down onto this strategy. It was around May last year, and these are the results basically. So you can see right there. So the very previous month, which was the month of June, I had a 5%, and I'm okay with that because I finished the month green. That's all that matters, guys. So do not fall for people that promise you those very high win rates. For me, it's just a 1 to 3, but I'm able to squeeze this to a 1 to 4, and I'm just okay with that. Someone will tell you, with my strategy, it gives you actually maybe a 1 to 10 risk to reward, and you sign up, and I'll share everything about my strategy, but psychologically that person cannot hold their trades up to that 1 to 10. It's not possible, guys. We are human beings. Yes, it's very, very attractive, but it is not viable over the long run. You might not be able to hold through those trades, assuming you've maybe taken maybe 4 losses in a row. Are you able to still hold that 1 to 10 on that let's say fifth trade that you're going to be putting on? It might not be possible. So it's always better for you to go for something that is manageable, something that you'll be able to actually do over a long period of time. So basically, this is my strategy. So as I've told you, with my strategy, it actually utilizes the daily candle. So I basically look at the open, high, and close of the day. So basically, this is what I do. And with my win rate, it is a 50% win rate. So I'm able to basically win at least 5 of my trades and maybe lose 5 in a range of 10 trades. So I always look at a series of at least 10 trades, then 20 trades. That's the time I some birds flying around my house. So basically, I'm able to evaluate myself after those maybe 10, 20 trades, or maybe 50 trades, and I see, is this really working out for me? And if I tell you that for the past over 1 year, this has actually been working. So if you're looking for a strategy to use, probably this might be a strategy for you as well. So what I look at is basically, for example, for this particular day, I'm looking at the daily candle. So when you look at the previous day's candle, which was basically this entire day, this is the entire day. So if I, let's say, change time frames and look at the daily time frame, you're able to see that for the previous day, which was this day, there's actually so I look at two things because I'm going to be reacting off levels. So for the previous day, when you look at the upside, it created this high right here. I'm not so much interested in this high simply because there's nothing like a fair value gap that it left there. So for this upper side, I'll only be looking at price taking out this, which is today's Asian high, which is this right here. I'm only looking at price actually taking out this Asian high. So if I to mark right there, let me try and mark that right there. Hope this is right at the top of this Asian high. Yes, so I'm looking at this. So this is a very good turning point. According to my strategy, this is a very good turning point. So I expect price to take out this Asian high and then reverse into the other direction. So I'm looking at something like this because the market is just opening very soon. So we are in the pre-market hour almost. So we're almost in the pre-market hour. So you can see this is what I'm looking at. So price takes out the Asian high and then it turns in the other direction. But as I told you, or as I keep telling you guys, this is a game of probabilities. This might happen or it might not happen. So do not be concentrated sure or conk sure saying this must happen. And let me put on this trade, with a full blown margin. This does not work this way. You have to manage your risk. Do not. This is not betting. It's not a gambling thing. You have to manage your risk. So I'm looking at this as a turning point, or else I'll be looking at price taking out this order block from this day. So I would look at another turning point as this. So if price, let's say, does not do this, I'm looking at price maybe coming. Let me mark out this particular level. So mark coming and then taking out this order block right here. So price takes out this order block and it reverses in the other direction. So if it doesn't do this, I then expect price to come right here, and then it reverses in the other direction. So basically, this is what I'm looking at for the day today, which is the 12th Friday, July 2024. So this is basically what I'm seeing or what I expect price to do. But the other thing I always like doing on a morning like this before market open is basically check out places like Bloomberg. I want to see exactly what are they saying, what are they saying about, the market. So you can see there's some news from the US. Biden vows to stay in race even as Gaffes risk his campaign. So I try to go to my particular pair to see what news is actually related to my pair that I am interested in. So you can see I go to markets, then come to currencies right here. So under currencies, I'm basically looking out for Euro USD because that's my area of interest. So under currencies here, let me try and open that. Okay, so this basically shows me the related news to the currency, which they're going to be showing just in a bit. So this is news about the yen. I'm not interested. So this is news about the dollar. So Biden defiant amid gaffes. So that when you look at the geopolitical news, that's somehow a hitch when it comes to the USD, but it's not major news really. It's not major news, so I can preferably ignore that. So what other news is shared? So this was about 3 hours ago. So let's try and see. So there's this right here, dollar strength to persist. Okay, so let's try and check that out. So dollar strength to persist through next year. So HSBC says that. So this came out yesterday at around 9:39 p.m. That's my local time. So this is good news. This is good news for the dollar. So this is news that it's still holding. In my sense, it's news that's still holding. So when I relate it to my technical right here, so I expect the dollar to stay powerful because there's a strong sentiment among us, people in the economic world to be able to actually still hold on to their dollar. So I'm looking at price, doing that. It manipulates, it basically takes out that level and then it continues to the downside. But I might be completely wrong, guys. So personally, I just react off levels. So I'm looking at either this happening or this happening. Once price gets to this level, then I try to, find what exactly or my way of entry. So for me, what I like to do is basically enter off. I basically enter off inversion fair value gaps because I found these to be very accurate in my opinion. Once a fair value gap has been inversed, I like to make that my entry from that. So and my entries are always taken on the 5 minute time frame. So if you're looking for a way to enter or make your entry, the 5 minute time frame, my analysis, I always do it on this 1 hour time frame. And then when it comes to entry, I make my entries on the 5 minute time frame, guys. So hope you do remember that because this is how I enter and it has worked for me all this time. Trust me, it always works for me. Now, you might be there wondering, why isn't he looking at the higher time frame analysis? For me, I just analyze off this 1 hour because I'm only interested in the previous day. So once price taps into an area of interest from the previous day, I expect price to usually turn in the other way. As I told you, price, when you look at this daily candle right here, price basically has an open, high, and low. So when you see this, for example, this previous day, price opened from around here. Maybe let me make this big enough. Let me make this big enough for you to see exactly what I'm trying to say. So when you look at this previous day's candle, price opened from around here. It's slightly made a low for the day right there, and that low was basically tapping into an area of interest for the previous day, the day before. So it tapped into that area, then it gave us a high for the day, which was this. Basically, that was engineered by the CPI that we had yesterday, and then finally we had our closing price as this. So we had an open, low, high, and then close. And basically that was it for the previous day. And so that's what price did for yesterday. So today I expect it to since it already opened to form, I expect price to tap into to basically manipulate here this high of the Asian session and then continue to the downside. Or I expect price to come, take out this particular order block which was formed the other day, and then it continues to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at for this particular day. So in the comments, you can already share with me exactly what you think, what you feel about, the market, or what you even feel about these live streams. Do you think they're adding anything to you? Are they aligning with your strategy? So you can always tell me down in the comment section. I'll be gladly waiting for that feedback, because I always like to hear from you guys. So basically, this is it. I'll be sharing more with you guys, just in case you would like me to share a bit more with you in the consequent live streams that we're going to be having. So remember that these live streams are always going to be there from Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, I'm always going to be sharing my opinion when it comes to this particular forex trading pair, which is the Euro USD. And maybe the other thing I want you guys to notice or to note, that for me, as I look at this, I'm only and only waiting. So for me, this sweep of this Asian high right here, I'm only waiting for it to happen between uh, 2 a.m. up to 10:59 New York time. So that's the time I'm waiting for the sweep. This sweep, if it does not happen between that time frame of 2 a.m. to 10:59 a.m., I'm not trading that day. So I'm looking at that sweep happening within that time period. If it doesn't happen, I'm not interested. That day, it's not a trading day. And then when it comes to my entries, for the entry I expect to enter, so for the entry I expect to enter between 2 a.m. up to that will be up to 7:30 a.m. New York time. So those are the times I'm looking at entering. If this does not happen, I'm not trading that day. Just those are rules I put for myself, and if the rules are not met, I'm definitely not falling for it. So basically, that is it. That's how I trade, and I'm telling you guys, this has worked for me over these past couple of times that I've been trading the forex trading market. If you're very keen, or if you've been an ardent follower to the channel, you understand that I've been on this for close to maybe 5 years now, and I'm not about to go anywhere. So I will always keep sharing with you guys what I feel is right, or what I feel the market is going to do. So I'll always keep sharing with you guys my opinion when it comes to the forex trading market. So in case of any question, go ahead, leave that question down in the comment section. I'll be gladly replying you back. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Let me wish you guys a very good day. Remember to not over risk, control your risk, manage your capital very well, because if you do this, you'll stay longer in this game. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.